All right, what's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to another episode of the Legion of Comic Correction. We talk all things comic books. Woo-hoo! Star Wars, actually. We're talking about Star Wars today. Star Wars! The galactic opera we all deserve. And especially,
I like that. Galactic opera.
The Mandalorian.
Nice.
The Mandalorian. We're back.
That was really good.
That was
very good.
I can't play the
like
actual
that.
song because it's,
It's copyrighted, but you sound just like it.
You sounded very
We
on
might get
point.
tagged just for you. Well,
That'd be crazy.
If we
That
got
would be
tagged
crazy
for
if we
him?
got tagged for his
Might.
singing.
I'm
just gonna quit.
I'll-
I'm
At
quitting.
that point.
I'm quitting at that
blur
point.
out, I'll
Yeah.
blur out your face
Yeah.
while you're singing. Maybe that'll
It's
help.
definitely not Harry Chapin.
Not at all.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're excited because we love all things new Star Wars, and there's a lot of great series that we've talked about.
We don't love all things new Star Wars.
Well, we
That's
like,
pump
true.
the brakes.
we like here. No.
Slow down.
No,
Let
from
me-
the time
hold
period
up.
of like 2017 to
Let me
2020. We
Hold
hated.
up.
Let me change.
Wait a minute.
Let me change the language. We are always excited when something new for Star Wars comes out. We don't always like it, but we're excited that there's new Star Wars content.
I will accept that statement.
And this is, what was that? Did you just,
Then carry on.
did you see that?
I think he had. I mean,
Projectile.
he was certainly respecting. He was bringing respect to
No,
Azrael.
something shot off the
It looked like
the
one of
head
those
over here.
It looked like one of the octopus
foods.
Food ball things.
food ball
ball
things.
things?
That
Oh, it
you were-
was.
You were
Was
eating.
it really?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll have to find it later.
Disrespect to
I'll have to
Azrael.
find it later.
I was
and
cleaning
eat it.
them off.
Yeah,
I
I know.
didn't put it
No.
there.
I'm saying the food put on there.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
Well, now it's gone. Now it's on the Cookie Monster rug. One of our favorite new additions to the Star Wars universe, though, is The Mandalorian. And we are
Oh, of
so
course.
excited that the new season,
Yep.
the third season, has dropped. We are going to be
Finally.
doing it in segments. So we just couldn't wait. So we're going to do the first two
can't
episodes.
wait on this.
We got to
Can't
talk
wait
about the
on
first two episodes. So
For
we're gonna,
sure.
We're going to do them in chunks. So I'm
Mhm.
not sure exactly how many episodes we'll do in a row.
A
But
couple.
yeah, we'll try and get them in twos maybe. But we got two this time.
Dose.
Dos episodos. Is that
That's
correct?
correct.
That
That's
is
100%
definitely in a realm of something correct.
Yes.
I'm bilingual.
There-
All right. If you guys are new here and you like the content that we create, like talking about comic books, talking about Star Wars, talking about all kinds of things, movie, video games, TV shows, that's what you're going to get if you come to Legion Comic Correction. So if you're new, like and subscribe, hit that
Yes,
bell
sir.
so you always know what's coming up next. Go down in the description below, click those links, they go all over the place. Get you cool merch, cool content, merch like that.
I got this. I'm
you got in there?
putting my.
Oh, look there.
I'm putting a zombie.
You got another
I'm repping
zombie.
the zombie.
Yeah.
And you know why we're repping the
Zombie.
zombie? Because they're reviving zombie viruses.
Oh, yeah,
from the
we
Arctic.
read about that.
And
Yes.
when the zombie apocalypse happens, like I've been saying, we are prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. And there's kind of...
We've been training for Harry and I have been training for the zombie apocalypse for quite some time.
Decades.
Yeah, it's true.
Decades.
I'm relatively new, but I like it.
New adaptation.
It actually is coming up. Harry, Art Infinity is coming up.
I've never heard of that until you.
I don't know what that means.
10 years of friendship.
Tinfinity. Is that like
Tinfinity.
Tinfinity and beyond?
No,
you,
Tinfinity. It's
Oh.
tin.
Do you buy
is-
something of tin?
Tin is the 10-year anniversary.
Metal.
You have to buy
Metal.
them tin.
And
Is it actually?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, 10 is 10 years. And the reason I know that our Tinfinity is coming up is because my 10-year anniversary with my wife is coming up.
Hmm.
So I'm
Guys,
well aware.
Get a room. All right. If you like to support the show...
Got one. Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Get me out of here. If you want to support the show, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can buy the sweet merch like that, like this, like that over there. Oh, he's got two already.
Drop comics.
Yo, we are rocking.
It's just
tonight.
cold down here. So.
It is a little chilly. So buy some merch. That'll help out
You can buy
the
us
show.
tin.
Tin.
Do we have anything Tin on the merch store?
I'm just
Tin
actually
jarring.
I'm wondering what Tin is going for these days. If people wanted to just
Probably
donate
about
Tin.
$5
Donate Tin.
a ton.
Yeah, if you wanted to donate Tin to us, that'd be great.
No. Like and subscribe, buy merch, or become a
this point, we'll
Patreon
do
member.
Tin.
I don't want Tin.
Patreon.
Patreon is where
Okay,
it's
fine.
at.
Patreon, then Tin.
Patreon, you can
Patreon,
donate
then
Tin.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
correct. We'll take all metals.
All metals,
Vi-
alloys,
Vibranium,
vibranium for sure.
Adamantium.
Adamantium, yeah.
Beskar.
Beskar.
Definitely.
Yep. See, these are all high quality metals that we would
Right.
take.
Yeah,
For sure.
We really won't take anything under that. None of your gold or silver.
Garbage.
Nah, it's
Platinum.
garbage.
Pff, get it out of here.
Yeah.
Get it
I heard
outta here.
I heard a commercial today that was like, you should turn your retirement into gold and silver. And I was
Was it
like,
Ron Swanson?
Yes.
all of my retirement is in Beskar, sir.
Yes,
Don't be
please.
ridiculous.
Don't
got
be
some?
ridiculous.
There's some, I think, over there.
I have it. It's right
Yeah,
over there.
I bought you
yeah.
guys 2 of your
Yeah, yeah.
retirement
Yeah.
fund
That's
Beskar plates.
My Yep, and then I invested a lot more into it.
You've got a whole suit upstairs.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't tell.
That's great.
All right, well, we're jumping into The Mandalorian Season 3. We're going to be talking about the first 2 episodes. So if you haven't watched them, go watch them before we talk about them.
Definitely watch
We
them.
will spoil
Definitely
Go
watch
watch
it.
it.
Go watch it. It's
So
great.
good. So good.
All right, man. Well, so let's start out. What do you guys think? We're coming back to the world of Mandalorian.
Yep.
They don't really, there's no, like last time on it. They really didn't kind of.
Yeah, they just jumped right
They
in.
jumped right in.
Yep.
Like if you didn't watch Boba Fett, too bad.
All right, here's the deal.
What do you think? Give me some first impressions of this new season. Then
First
we'll talk
episode.
I already know where this is
the
going. Go
nitty-gritty.
ahead.
First episode.
Yep.
First episode.
First episode.
Scared me.
Yep.
Okay.
Why?
And the reason the first episode is because it didn't have any direction.
Yeah. Other than
I would argue with you there that it didn't have any direction.
Here's what I'm
he's
saying with
looking
it.
to go to Mandalore.
There was
I
no
I know that.
motivation.
There was no motivation.
Yeah.
Better way of putting it.
Yeah.
I'll accept that,
Sure.
Harry. Okay. It was the situation of what we saw with Mando
Right.
so much in the past, which is fly to a planet,
Yep.
do a thing,
Yep.
Yeah.
fly away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? And that was what the first episode was.
Yeah.
Was there cool stuff in it?
Yes.
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 Did I love
Space
the
pirates?
Well, the space pirates were great.
Freaking
There were so many
Pirates?
things. Spirates.
Swamp Thing as a space pirate
Yeah.
captain?
That was ridiculous.
He was freaking cool.
That was awesome.
He's coming back.
Well, good.
We're gonna
He
get more
better.
pirates.
Here's the thing.
More
He-
pirates, please.
No, but that captain specifically needs to come back.
Yeah.
Because why would you invest all of that money into making him look that way?
That's so cool.
Specifically,
What's
to
his
then
name?
not have him do anything more. So we'll get back to that in a second. But my point with it was we start off by having the giant shark attack
Right.
at not shark, the giant
Yeah.
alligator
It's like a
attack.
snapping turtle
That
thing.
was
Yeah.
like a alligator snapping turtle.
Yeah, whatever. So the reason I call it an
Bulbasaur.
alligator, yeah, the Bulbasaur attack.
Grass type.
So giant grass type
Blastoise.
Pokemon attack,
Yeah.
right?
Which was kind of
And
cool.
It was
I
awesome.
thought, you know what? Can I just interject real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought it was a flashback. I thought that was Mando.
You know, you're
Yeah,
not. You are
I think
not
everyone-
the first person
I think
who
everyone
talked
thought
to
that.
me
A lot of people
about
thought
that.
that.
A lot
He
of
kinda
people thought
It
that.
kind of looked like the kid actor that
Yeah.
played him in the flashback.
When the super battle droid ran over him.
Yeah, and when Death Watch came and like rescued him,
Right.
kind of looked
Same
like him.
scene, yeah.
Yeah, kind of looked like him.
Yeah,
I thought
had
it was
the
a flashback.
teacher I talk to all the time, Brian Kurtz. Shout out again.
What up, Brian?
What up,
Brian
Brian?
Kurtz.
What up, B-Dog?
He
BK?
immediately talked to me about it. He goes, "Did you think it was Mando?"
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? It didn't cross my mind
Crossed
to think
my
it was
mind.
Mando.
Because
I don't know why.
I thought it was at first because it kind of looks like the Boba Fett, like young Boba
Yeah,
from
yeah.
episode 2.
Exactly
I know.
right. Exactly
it
right.
makes
Yeah.
sense. If I don't know why I didn't think it in that moment, but
Yeah.
what I was saying was it was definitely like some sort of alligator type because it also did a freaking amazing death roll.
Death roll, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh my
I was watching it with
gosh.
Vic, and I was like, "It's doing a death roll."
Death roll.
Yep.
They start to pull it down. They start to get
So
the hooks
cool.
in, and then it freaking flips.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Didn't he
So-
chop his head off, or he get some kind of guts?
No,
went
no,
everywhere?
no, no. He
Chopped
shot
something.
the
He shot it with the
sides.
Naboo fighter.
He
That's
shot
right,
the
that's
sides
right.
with the Naboo
Lots of
fighter.
guts.
Yeah.
Lots of guts.
They went everywhere.
Guts and like
they
intestines.
went
Intestines coming out.
everywhere.
Pretty cool.
So here's the
Cool opening.
and they're setting up
Yeah.
for something more with Death Watch, right?
Sure.
There-
Well, the juxtaposition between his cult
Sure.
and Bo-Katan's like purist
The,
views.
Right.
What's the blacksmith called? What is she called?
The armor.
What's-
The
The
armor.
armor. Thank you.
Yeah.
So there's going to be something more with the armor
yeah, she's
going
great.
on.
Right, yeah, they're going to be
She's-
trying to start up the foundlings more and more.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
it
they
was-
lost
yeah.
so many people.
Right.
So-
She's forging clan armor. That's what. I mean, that's what the little kid was getting. He was
Right.
saying that he was saying the oath. They didn't have the sacred waters anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you
Or
know.
do they?
Or do they? Oh, episode 2.
But just talking about the first one, Carl Weathers
Yes.
is a
Oh, my goodness.
straight
Oh.
up awesome human being.
Real quick,
Yes.
but before we get to Navarro, because there's a lot that happened on that planet.
Yeah.
It was interesting. They didn't do a recap Boba Fett, but
Right.
the conversation that Mando has with her on the planet after he saves them from the giant snapping turtles plant type
Yeah.
is pretty much the conversation he had with her
On the
on
little
the bounty hunter planet.
space thingy.
Yeah, where she
Yeah, well, I
she
think-
finds out he's disgraced.
I think they had to do that because
I didn't get why they did
if
that.
you didn't watch
But
Boba,
But it's like, but don't like I think.
But that didn't happen
honestly,
in Boba Fett, did it?
It did.
It
that's,
did.
That's where he
It
goes,
did.
and that's when he challenged Vizsla to the,
Yeah,
to
I
the
guess
sword. and-
struggled swinging the
right.
sword because it was fighting against him.
right, and
because
that's
he-
where she found out that
She
he
found
removed
out
his
he had
helmet.
removed his
and-
helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
he was
keep
at
forgetting that
conflict with
Boba Fett was
himself.
just
All-
Mandalorian
all
part.
they-
It was
2.0.
Mando
Right.
2.0.
But
Yeah.
all they had to
Yeah.
do was start the episode with like previously, and like show him talking to her. Like just redo the scene
Or
of him
on
talking to her.
Boba Fett. Yeah.
Are they doing another Boba Fett? Like, is it getting
There's
another season?
it's rumored that there is
Unconfirmed,
going
yeah.
to be.
Yeah, I hope so. I
Yeah, I wanna see
actually
more.
straight up like.
I really
Boba Fett.
enjoyed watching another Mandalorian episode.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because then we'll get 3.5,
Yeah, I don't-
3.5 in both that.
it's just more Mando, but I also just really like Boba Fett.
Oh,
I
that's
just-
freaking sick.
I
And
just-
some more Ming Na Wen.
Yeah,
I
oh
want
yeah,
to see
Ming
more
Na
of
Wen.
Fennec Shan.
100%.
And I hope she comes back in this. There's a
I
lot of
agree.
there's talks, and at the end of this episode, we'll talk about the rumors and like what people think is going to happen in
Yeah,
the season, because there's a lot of people they're talking about like possibly coming in as cameos in this season.
But let's go
he
to
goes
Navarro. now.
He goes to Navarro.
He goes to
and-
Navarro.
It's flourishing.
Yeah.
How about Carl Weathers' power play with having the little droids carry his robe?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh,
god.
it's so funny.
That is awesome.
Like down the stairs, they're
Yep.
What's his name?
great.
Like not Chancellor.
like, no, it's
High Chancellor.
no.
High.
I
It's
don't-
definitely high something.
I can't remember his actual character name. It's just Carl Weathers. What's his actual character? You look it up. You got it, computer.
No, I know, but
Carl Weathers, man.
It's
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Or High
High
Chancellor
Chancellor Carl
Apollo
Weathers?
Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Sir Apollo Creed.
Sir
Apollo
Apollo
Creed.
Creed.
I mean, those are the only two
Sir-
acceptable names.
Sir Creed of the Apollo.
Sir
Well,
Apollo Creed.
He's made Navarro a
flourishing.
a wonderful
spaceport, right?
spaceport.
Yeah.
That's it's right on that little slipstream out of
Grief
like,
Karga.
Grief Karga. That's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right by the on the way to the Outer Rim, the trading route. So he's
Yeah.
got like, and he explained away Cara Dune.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah,
What
he
the
did.
Heck, if you look up Mandalorian on Google,
Yeah.
little baby Yoda pops up on the side, and you can click him, and he like rips all the characters down with the Force.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well,
Little shout out.
We saw in episode 2, Baby Yoda's friggin' powerhouse.
Powerful.
He
as
just
heck.
keeps taking all of the web pages and pulls them off the page.
We
Oh, I
all
gotta do
we
that next.
knew
We
we
knew he was
knew
gonna-
he was
I mean,
powerful
he
as
trained
heck.
with Luke. He trained with Luke for
Come on.
a couple months maybe. I don't know.
Months, I don't know, maybe.
Anyway, we get
Maybe.
Cara. We get
But
Cara
I mean,
Dune.
apparently, with she who will not be named, you don't need to really train. You can just be powerful as all heck.
with she
True.
will not be. You mean Ahsoka?
No, Ray.
Oh,
Ray did trained with Luke for 3 days, and apparently is the most
Well-
powerful Jedi ever.
she's a Skywalker. Remember, she said so at the end.
Yep. Yeah.
Even though she's a Palpatine.
So
which-
am I.
If you want to be,
Yep, I do.
you identify as a Skywalker.
I identify as actually, I don't anymore.
As a Palpatine.
I don't identify as a Palpatine.
As a Binks.
As a Darth.
That's
As-
correct.
I just identify as a Darth.
Just Darth. All the Darths.
All the Darths
all the
reside
Darths
in me.
live in you.
They all live in me.
All right. Well, Cara Dune.
So we're back on Navarro.
Cara Dune, we get explained that she's gone off to be
She's
some
the secret
space-
forces, man.
Yeah,
she got
space
recruited
spy.
by the secret forces.
Well, Star Wars was like, how do we get Gina Carrera like out of here?
Yeah, they just put her in.
Let's just
Put her
put her
in
there.
Spec Ops, man.
We can't talk about what she's doing, but
Yeah,
it's
'cause
important for the galaxy.
It's great.
And Moff Gideon's in a tribunal. He's
Yep.
getting tried, which is pretty cool.
He's going to be back.
Of course, because
he better
who
come
do you
back.
think is running the tribunal? Probably the
Nobody.
Well, no, it's like probably the beginning of whatever
First Order.
the First Order will be.
True.
If they go down that route. But
Yeah.
like politicians are going to be the bad guys still. So
Yeah.
they're going to
Yep.
let him go.
All right. So then we get the space pirates.
Yeah. Oh, his name.
Can you
I looked up
correct
his name.
me?
His name is where'd it go?
The space pirate?
No, yeah, Gorian Shard. What a great name.
No. So I
Gorian
wasn't.
Shard.
That is a great name. That's not who I
Yeah.
was talking about. I was talking about on ground level.
Oh, the first in command that like
Can you correct me if I'm wrong though? What is that? The same space
Yes.
pirate from Clone Wars?
Species.
that species.
Same
They were
species.
also
Okay,
that-
it's not the same character.
no, and
Okay.
that species was also in Boba Fett.
Yeah.
In the bar they caused it.
They
No,
look
no,
better
no.
in
I
Boba
remember
Fett,
it.
though.
I just wanted
You
to
think
double
so?
check.
I think so.
Yeah.
You think they look better?
They look better.
I think so.
Well, he died pretty quick. He died in the asteroid belt.
Yeah. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
The first in command
in
didn't
command
die?
didn't die. Mm-mm.
He just led him to the
He
thing.
led him to the ship.
I love when
He's still alive. First in command's still alive.
I love when they're on the ground though, and they're like, gonna do something, and Mando just kills them all
Oh,
except for
yeah.
the one guy. It's like, boop, gotta clean these guys up.
You're gonna bring us a drink here at this school.
It's
Like,
like,
why? Well,
What?
first off,
No.
like that was the dumbest thing. Like, why?
It's a power play. They want to like
Yeah, okay.
exert control.
Yeah,
But did they see Carl Weathers' robot droids that carry his robes?
Listen.
I mean,
just
don't
Mando
mess with
straight
that
up.
guy.
The Mando in that scene is so BA. He's just leaning
Leaning on
against
the
the
tree?
tree.
A
He's just
space
leaning
tree.
like make a move.
A
And
space
this
tree.
man right here is gonna mow you down.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Don't mess with the
I don't
Mandalorian.
understand in those situations. That is literally like me going into a situation and Harry leaning against a tree and like somebody stepping up and be like, "Do you not see this gigantic human being standing right here
With a blaster.
Do you not
With
see
lots of
him?
blasters.
Lots of blasters.
He's
He is.
right
And
here."
a dark
Well,
saber.
it's the same thing as like we talked about this before actually in the Boba Fett.
So
when he goes
stupid.
to all those bounty
People are
hunters
dumb.
and they all come after him and it's like you're just gonna die.
Yeah.
But it's like, but you know what? But it's the idea of the mob mentality.
I know.
They've got
I know.
like
He has six
5,
people.
6 guys.
Yeah.
It's like
I got
we
you.
can take this one guy.
No.
Like here's what's probably going through their minds.
That man is
Most
wearing
of us-
600 pounds of Beskar.
Yeah, but they're probably thinking like most of us will die, but we'll get him in the end.
No, they aren't thinking that.
That's probably what they're thinking.
No.
Then they all
They
die.
are bullies. In that situation,
Oh, sure.
they are thinking
Yeah,
that
but
they can overpower no problem.
But his reputation, man.
They are dumb.
Yeah, they are.
They're dumb. His reputation
Gorian
should.
Shard's not dumb. He's gonna come back. I think he's gonna be a force. He's gonna
I
be
would.
a-
I look
he's
forward
really
to
messing with
seeing
him.
something more with him.
I want to see a whole series about him and his crew. That'd
So,
be fun.
so you brought up a really good point.
Yeah,
though.
which one?
So we go to Navarro.
They bring up lots
and
of them.
He goes to Navarro to get the droid.
Oh yeah, IG-11.
Yeah, and
Taika Waititi.
but you're like,
He blew up.
he blew up.
Like they even
Yeah.
showed
They even
the
showed the
flashback.
Straight up.
flashback.
And it's like the only part that's left of him on the statue is like
It's
his
the part
torso
that blew
And
up.
head.
and his head.
His
But,
head and
like,
torso.
But
yeah.
in the flashback, his like chest opens and the bomb's right there.
Yeah, there's a thermal detonator inside of his
Yeah, so
chest.
he's
and
not.
Yeah.
He's not
somehow
still
that's the
around.
only part that's intact.
It makes no sense.
So dumb. Well,
Makes-
maybe.
that
Well,
makes
you know
no
what
sense.
it was. It's like when in the electric field you have different
Yeah,
classifications
please,
of
please try and
arc
explain
flash
this one away.
protection.
Okay,
So
arc
if you're
flash.
working inside of a cabinet, it's
Okay.
actually, some would say, more dangerous than my job, which is working up on the poles.
All right.
It's just
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 to clarify,
different
can you
dangers.
say that again?
Just to
You work
clarify,
up
you
on the
work
poles?
on the
I do work
poles.
on the poles.
All right, thank you,
He,
Harry.
makes, he likes to make
And
a
I
lot
stay
of money
there.
on those poles.
He makes a lot of
Day
money
and
on
night.
the poles.
Yeah.
Day and night,
Slaving away.
It takes a
rain
long,
or snow.
It takes a lot of practice
It does.
Yep.
to
Yep.
make it look as effortless
As
as he does.
Some would call it dancing. Anyway, there's in the explosives.
This
Also.
is real. I feel like I believe him.
You need to in this moment. This
I
is where
trust
you
him.
put up like the
All the
calculating
numbers.
number
Yeah.
signs around him.
I trust
There's
him.
a certain amount of force when it is surrounded by a stronger structure.
I want to be clear about something. I trust Harry with my life. I don't
Yes.
trust a single thing he's saying in this moment.
No, I'm having.
No, this is 100%
I'm
true.
having flashbacks to Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he tried to explain
Just think about
Jimmy Fox
this.
survived.
Think about this.
By
Right?
electric eels?
In the movies.
electric eels.
Electric eels.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
Just
it.
electric eels.
Got
Man,
it.
sorry, we took your thunder there.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
We didn't mean.
No,
to
but
give
you
the
ever see the
answer away.
movie? You ever see the
All of our
movies
power just comes
where
from
they're like,
electric eels.
we need to breach this wall. Like you
Yeah.
actually don't like
Right.
breach the wall and like leave it there.
Yeah.
They like put up something in front of it so it
Sure.
pushes the forces and the
Sure.
Newtons.
So are you saying
Out that way.
Are you saying his pieces could have survived?
I'm saying maybe if it was like fortified on the inside, it just blew out.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But honestly, even in the show,
Stretch.
his chest looked intact on the even on the inside. So
So again, all
so
that,
once again, I'm back to
They
square
removed
one.
the casing. Well, the good news.
all that to say,
The
No,
good news.
plausible.
The good news is that we left episode 1 thinking that he might return, and he,
We left episode 1 wanting more.
no, I mean,
yes, but not more IG-11.
No,
I
and he's
loved,
not. He's
I
not
love
back.
the scene
I like IG.
where
Yeah, he was good. Taika Waititi,
Carl
not a good
Weathers,
director, but a good robot.
Yep.
where Carl Weathers
Yeah.
is translating for Din Djarin
Yeah,
and with the mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
characters.
with the Baba Frick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baba Frick hit monsters.
Yeah.
And then, but you clearly figure out what they're saying.
Well,
then,
Baba Frick
and he
switches to
still
English.
He's still
Yeah.
translating what he's saying,
He's
and
like,
then
"I got that."
eventually he's just like, "Oh, I should just step away."
Did you see that? Did you see that Carl Weathers had space M&Ms
No.
on his head? Baby
They
Yoda.
look more like Skittles.
Oh yes,
Baby Yoda ate
yes,
one.
you're right.
Yeah,
I
guess
did.
maybe-
Yes,
maybe
Orange
Skittles.
flavored Skittles.
But he's like, Baby Yoda's always eating, man.
So
He has
my
all-
spirit
he's a
animal.
baby.
first
It's
episode,
true. Babies are hungry.
first
A
episode,
50-year-old baby.
I was
Correct.
afraid that like, okay, we're gonna have a long build again on getting to the point of anything,
Right.
which made the second episode feel so much better that we weren't in that place.
Oh,
You know,
what a
I'm-
relief it is.
Thank God.
Before we
Thank God.
Before we jump to the second
Yeah.
episode,
Yeah.
there was one last thing, and this will kind of tie into theories about what's coming next. But I just
Sure.
want to mention the names so that we don't forget,
Yeah.
so that we make sure we talk about it. But while they were in, and you probably recognize this,
Yeah.
while they were in hyperspace, I don't think you got there in Rebels. While they were in hyperspace, Baby Yoda, Mando's sleeping.
Yes, I did.
Did you get that part in
You're
Rebels?
so rude.
Did you watch Rebels?
Uh huh.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I love that Mando's sleeping.
I'm gonna lose it on this man. I know exactly what you're talking
Okay,
about.
all right.
You're talking about the freaking space whales.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rude. You're rude.
But you didn't watch. You didn't watch the end of Rebels.
Harry, can you tell Greg for me?
Yeah, what you got?
Did you
that
watch me?
I know about the space whales.
Did you
Hey,
watch
Greg,
me?
Logan said that you're beautiful.
Oh, I knew it.
Nailed it.
He saw me type in Mando's space whale on my.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
he just
didn't.
saw your
But you
Instagram
didn't-
post.
I know about the.
Anyway.
I know about the freaking space whales.
Anyway, they're going through hyperspace. And
I can't believe I'm having to have
and
this
Baby Yoda-
conversation of defending myself that I know about space whales.
Baby Yoda saw
Space
these shadows in the hyperspace field,
Right.
and they looked a lot like Purgles.
Yep.
So Purgles are
Sure
huge.
did.
They're huge in Rebels.
Yep.
And we'll talk more about that when we talk about who we think's coming in, because it
Yeah.
foreshadows some stuff, especially with the series finale of Rebels.
At some point, they really got to tie in a lot of rebels to.
I think Ahsoka will probably tie
This.
more,
Yeah.
But
but
I mean,
they're going to bring stuff in.
you remember us talking about this, where Mando, I feel like, carries the central storyline.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
He's the
each-
Robert Downey Jr.
Right, and each of
of
the other
Star Wars.
characters have to essentially have that spiral around that central storyline.
You know, Jon Favreau started Iron Man, the godfather of
That's correct.
Marvel, and he's now started Mando, the godfather
Yes.
of Star Wars.
Yes, but what else?
That's crazy.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What else did Jon Favreau say that made me
Yeah.
almost have an aneurysm?
He really enjoyed making the movie Swingers.
No, that's not what he said.
No, he
There's
said-
no direction for Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No clear cut
Well,
direction.
they
Well,
have
did
no
you hear
idea
that-
where this is going.
I didn't read any more. This is somewhat clickbait, but I saw this article that apparently Dave Filoni said that Luke Skywalker is not a Jedi.
I mean, it's technically not,
I mean,
really.
I guess he's kind of in between. He's kind of like an Ahsoka, I guess, kind of.
Well, I was going off
No.
of the
But he's a
he
Jedi.
No,
was
he's a
not
Jedi.
technically fully trained.
Right, I guess.
He
'cause
never
of the-
finished his training.
Well, and there's no council to like knight him a Jedi Knight.
Right,
That's
he's not
true.
a Jedi Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a Jedi.
Technically, just a big
He
old Padawan.
He went right from Padawan to Jedi Master.
That's the thing is, yeah, he never.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically,
Well, yeah,
But also, it also is like, okay, so if you're at work and everything, and then they promote you to manager, and you have no one working under you, but you still hold the title of manager.
Well,
are you really a manager?
He had Grogu for like
You have a
week.
title, but you have no one to manage.
He had Grogu for a week
or
a month,
And then you just hire a bunch of people, so then you are a manager.
you do hire a bunch of people, and then they all rebel against you.
Yeah.
Well, most of them at this point, Luke mostly just has those ant droids that are like building his temple for him.
Well, Luke also
Antony
basically destroys the Jedi.
Did you say Tony?
Anthony
Skywalker.
Luke is
The crossover we've been waiting for.
Antonio Banderas.
Luke is the best example of
A whiny
being-
Jedi.
Well, yeah, no,
Garbage.
second best.
Second best. You're right,
Second
his
best
father.
example of that, please. But Luke is the best example of a Jedi who can do the things but can't teach for anything.
Right, but you can't really blame him.
You can 100% blame him.
Why? He had
He
had
had
two
the
masters.
greatest.
Yes, but they both like dissolved on him in like a week.
Sounds like a him problem.
That sounds
Like
like.
Obi-Wan was like, "I'll train you." He trained him with like the visor.
Do you know
thing.
what that sounds like? That sounds like a.
Garbage excuse.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right. Well, let's get into episode 2 because
Episode two.
we're jumping around. a lot here.
This is where we pick up, and I'm
Dude.
glad that it only took us till episode 2 to actually get some stuff going.
Honestly,
Traction.
they probably should have, and they've done this in other series. They probably should have dropped the first 2 at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah, I agree with
you
that.
are
Feels-
100% right.
Because
It feels,
the end of the first episode, he goes
disjointed right now.
Well, the end of the first episode, he goes to Bo-Katan, the moon, and to the Mandalorian castle there, and talks to her about like the Mandalorian, like Mandalore and the wreckage
Also,
and everything.
what is Bo-Katan doing? She's just sitting around in full armor on her throne.
Looking real cool.
She's just chilling, dude.
Well,
Yeah, but I mean,
In the most
so-
uncomfortable chair
that is
known to the
clearly-
galaxy.
You know, it's
Ah,
made
it's
out of
super cool.
just straight concrete or granite.
well, no. It's
No,
probably
It goes
the best
that
part.
chair,
No padding.
Jenga. No, Jenga. Jeez.
Jenga.
What's his name?
Jenga!
Jabba the Hutt's
Jabba the
chair.
Hutt's chair.
Then probably.
No, the
Emperor's-
Iron
the
Throne.
Emperor's
The
chair?
Oh no, I
Iron
was going in
Throne
the
is-
galaxy.
Who's
Oh,
going
I was
in
gonna
Star
say
Wars?
Yeah, I was
the
going Star
Iron
Wars.
Throne is
It's all
awful.
swords.
That's true.
You're just that's a throne you could
That's just
just
hemorrhoids
die
waiting to
on.
happen.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, so what I assumed was at the end of Mando 2,
yeah.
right? Bo-Katan and her group went back to try and see if there was a Mandalore worth restoring, and they found what Mando finds, which is it's completely destroyed, and there's nothing to really pull back.
Yeah, but
And so I
they
think she was
clearly
like-
didn't investigate that hard.
Well, no, there's still nothing there. Like to her, the sacred waters mean nothing.
I understand
It's
that,
just
but
monsters.
she
and
didn't even
wreckage.
send a probe down to find out if it was poisonous. Like
Why? No, I think she
they
knew
just did
it
a
was okay.
flyover.
I think she knew it was okay.
You think so?
She told Mando that Mandalore was not cursed, that it was that the reports were fake or were like false. I think she honestly went back and was discouraged by the wreckage
Just
and,
by seeing what was gone.
Yeah,
that could be. I understand that.
Well, and
I
in
get
fact,
that.
In fact, there's a line in this episode where they're walking through the wreckage, Mando and Bo-Katan, and Mando says, "It must pain you to see this because you had seen it in its beauty."
Yeah,
And like, so
Yeah.
I think she was just despondent. Like
That
she had
is-
finally made it back to Mandalore. She was,
Yep.
she came back already discouraged because she didn't get the Darksaber,
right.
and then it's like a lost cause for her now, and so she's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
she's
moping.
struggling with a lot, man. She's struggling with a lot. The
Yeah.
fact that she does what she does
right
for
right.
Mando in
Yeah.
this episode is a testament to her character. But she is,
Or was it just because she didn't want to lose the dark saber to someone else?
I honestly,
Because-
I think that's
Not a
part
bad
of it.
idea. That's not a bad
good.
Because the
point
thing
there,
is,
Harry.
it's you receive the dark saber from defeating someone in combat.
Right,
Yeah.
if he dies not by her hand,
Right, someone else gets it.
somebody else gets it.
So at least she has.
Why would
him
somebody else get it? Why couldn't she get it?
It's
Well,
whoever
who killed
beats
him?
in combative.
Yeah,
who
but if
beat
he
him?
just dies, right?
But what?
Well,
caused
she doesn't
him to die?
know. She doesn't know. I mean, Grogu didn't tell her, "Hey, what's going on?"
What if he just dies? What
If he just straight up dies,
If he
then-
just
Then
dies
you
of
can
natural
find
causes,
it. You can find it and take it.
Can
But-
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But she doesn't. But she's not going to know. She wants to. I think she wants to keep tabs on him.
She wants
Yeah,
to
she
do
wants
it
to keep
right.
tabs on him and or just kill himself.
That's fair.
Right. Well, so he goes to Mandalore in episode 2, and he doesn't take IG-11. Thank goodness. He takes
Yeah.
a way
Sweet
more
Lord.
familiar droid. He takes R5.
Yep.
With the faulty motivator.
Yep.
That droid is
great.
a faulty motivator. It looks like the Jawas sold it to what's her name?
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked up her name too. I can't remember her name. Do you remember her name?
Electrocution hair.
Yeah, it's like electrocution hair.
That's her name.
I saw it.
Electrocution hair. That's her 3 names.
Pele Motto.
Yep, I nailed it.
Pele Motto. It's Amy.
Nailed it.
It's Amy Sedaris. She's I love her character.
I think she's a great character.
Her and the pit droids and everything.
Yep.
And she's a scammer. Like she scammed out that speeder from everybody.
She's a fun character.
Yeah,
and
she's a lot of fun.
You know what? They're not overusing her.
No.
They use her in the appropriate amount, and that's key with a character like her, because people could be like, "Oh, I really like her," and then if you overuse her, exactly right, she'll get super annoying.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah. Well, they go to Tatooine to get the droid parts, and she eventually gives them R5. But what's cool about Tatooine is that they come during Bunta Eve celebration. The fireworks are going off. There's even a geriatric version of pod racing going on. We were talking about that. It's like old school, like muscle cars trying to race. So they're still celebrating the Hutt. I actually looked up. I didn't know what Bunta Eve is. Do you know what Bunta Eve is, Harry? I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up. So Bunta Eve is Hutton. Was it Hutton? What's the Hutts? Hutton?
Hutts.
Or
I thought they were just the Hutts.
Huttonese, I guess is the language. I don't remember. But the Hutts have this celebration where a certain member of the Hutt family is elevated to what they call Hutt god status. Yeah. And when they do that, they celebrate by something called Bunta Eve.
Oh,
and
I knew it was a Hutt holiday. I didn't know what it was about.
I didn't either. And so what's interesting though is that they're still celebrating it, even though the Hutts don't rule Tatooine anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
because it's after Luke's time and everything.
Right. I guess Jabba would have been the last one.
Right, exactly.
Well, Jabba would have been the last. Well, right now.
Well, I guess somebody else could have come back on it.
It's Boba, right?
Oh yeah, Boba's ruling.
That's right. Boba's ruling Tatooine.
Yeah,
I guess so.
No, he is.
But no, well, Tatooine is not the native. Now Hutta is the native.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is he is. Yes, I'm not talking about now Hutta.
So it's whoever runs now Hutta. Yeah, even though the person that's elevated to the god status doesn't, which is the specific name for it. I forget what it is.
Boba is in charge of
Tatooine in the Boba series.
Correct, but Tatooine doesn't mean just because you take it over doesn't mean that he just took over Boba's or Jabba's position.
Oh, right. There's other cities and stuff.
Crap, I forget what it is.
What is he called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I can't remember the name of it.
Well, anyway, but yeah, because actually, Pele mentions
Domo.
Oh, maybe.
Domo. I feel like it's close to that.
Well, Pele Motto, she mentions when he comes down, she's like, "Oh, are you here to see Boba Fett?" Like she actually mentions Boba Fett, which is pretty cool.
That's good.
But anyway, he gets the droid. They go to Mandalore and they explore Mandalore, and it's taken over by pretty much like zombie dudes. They're like zombie creatures. They're freaking creepy.
Zombies.
And I didn't remember their names, so I looked
back.
They're Alamites.
Harry. Always comes back. Always comes back to zombies, man.
Or poop.
Zombies or poop. What about zombie? What about zombie poop?
I don't know what that.
Does zombie poop smell worse than regular people poop?
Oh, 100%.
Or does it smell like fertilizer?
Ooh.
No, because they're
fertilizer
eating
smells
people.
pretty bad.
Like, is it Miracle Grow? I don't know.
Probably.
Miracle Grow may come from zombies that are just
like... Could you package it and sell it? Most likely.
Probably.
Well,
I have a lot of zombie questions. We should do a zombie episode. We need to just
they're technically they're Alamites, not
Drop
zombies.
it in the comments if you think we should do some more zombie content, whether that be video games or whatever. Just let us know.
Give us some guidance.
Well, hey, we've got one coming up.
What do we got?
Disney Plus this year is releasing the animated spin-off of What If Marvel Zombies, and it's apparently rated R.
That'll be interesting.
Which is pretty sweet. We're excited for that.
That'll be interesting, yeah.
Anyway, so they're on Mandalore, and they're seeking the Sacred Waters, and they get to go to the Sacred Waters. But before that, Mando gets captured by this really awesome cyborg, like part organic, part spider robot scientist
General Grievous
creature.
2.0.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's like siphoning Mando's blood. Like we don't know what
crazy.
I'm assuming he's dead. Bo-Katan like kind of killed him once, and then we assume really killed him the second time. But like, I kind of hope he's not dead. I want to know what he's experimenting on. He had like cages and these pump machines.
That's the bigger question.
What's he doing?
Like, so he gets away, but it's like, why is he doing this?
Yeah, he's
like
on a deserted planet. I mean, he could be experimenting on the Alamites.
Is there a deeper purpose to what he's doing there on Mandalore with his experiments? And why is he siphoning human
blood?
Yeah, blood and other fluids. You know, like
Yeah.
why? That actually just raises a lot. This raises a lot of questions. This episode raises.
Yeah.
You could just move on. So you could just
And they might. He might just be a cool villain.
Cool villain guy for a little bit, and we kill him and we move on.
Which is fine.
Or there could be more to it, and I kind of want there to be more to it also.
Well, I wonder if the scientists, because we don't know how like sentient he is. He really doesn't talk. He's mainly just tries to kill all of them.
Yep.
But he's at least smart enough to like set traps, and he set traps revolving around Beskar because he knows it's valuable. And so like Mando picked up the Beskar helmet and it tripped the trap. Yeah, got him in there and stuff. And like so he's obviously intelligent. Maybe he's there studying the final reveal of that episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe
Could
he's
be.
studying
Daimo,
my man.
Daimo.
Yep.
There you go. Thank you, Harry.
Boba Fett, the Daimo of. Well, he's not. Which city is he a Daimo of? Which one did he take? No, Tatooine's the planet.
No,
He took.
no, you're right.
It's not Mos Eisley. It was Mos Espa.
I think
No, Mos Espa is where they are, where that lady is.
Oh, so was it Mos Eisley that he took then?
Yeah.
I can't remember which city he took. It's been too long. I gotta watch Boba Fett again. Anyway,
Boba would be worth watch.
Yeah.
Worth a second watch.
At least the 3 episodes of Mandalorian and Boba Fett.
Well, especially the ending. Just the last episode, even.
Oh yeah, where he rides the Rancor.
So good.
Well, speaking of riding giant creatures,
Right.
Yeah.
the end of episode 2 finds one of the most legendary creatures in all of Star Wars lore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody else want? I mean, I can drop it, but you guys.
Go ahead.
Me? Wow, Harry's the Star Wars
Go ahead, Harry.
expert.
I'm still trying to find the.
This creature is almost as big as you.
Almost.
That's not true.
You're right.
You're right. He's
dwarf
about half the
this
size.
creature
You
in-
dwarf this creature.
Yeah,
you
you
dwarf
could
it.
probably
This
step
is gonna
on it.
bother me. What city is it?
Well, it's the Mythosaur.
I'm doing my job over here.
Let the man do some work.
Well,
the Mythosaur.
Well, so Boba Fett, Mando starts to go into the sacred waters, saying the oath. He's about to be redeemed, and he gets sucked down, man. Unless he just is really terrible at swimming, which I don't think is the case. He gets sucked down like miles beneath the surface of the mines, and on the way back up from
You're
rescuing
gonna get
him,
whiplash just from being pulled that fast down.
Well, and by the time Bo-Katan got down there, which wasn't super long, he was already like flat out on the bottom of the bank, like almost. I mean, he's unconscious. She pulls him out. And on the way out, we see the eye and the tusk and like the mouth tentacle trunk thing of the freaking Mythosaur, man. The Mythosaur that's on all the Mandalorian flags and Boba Fett's armor. And
well, and the hard thing here to
crazy.
confront, here's the hard. This is almost more for Bo-Katan than it is for Din Djarin.
Yeah, what, you mean more of like a shock?
More like overwhelming.
Sure.
So she has lost everything that she knew, just what she knew. So let's just start there.
Her father died fighting for Mandalore.
Right.
Her sister Satine died fighting for Mandalore.
Yes.
She survived but lost all the rule and the Darksaber trying to take care of Mandalore. And now she's just sitting alone in the castle.
But not just that. All of Mandalore that she knew is destroyed, wiped out.
Yeah.
So
people scattered.
And she believes, has in her mind, that his order separated and destroyed Mandalore long before the Imperialists came in. Right. That's one thing she says while sitting on the throne.
Right. These radicals, right?
Right. However,
the people apart.
And so, like, she's even making fun of certain things, like the sacred waters don't exist.
Yeah,
she's making fun of the Mythosaur,
the great Mandalorian, the guy that tamed the beast. She's like reading it like she would read like a silly children's story.
So everything that she knew and everything that she believed is gone or wrong.
Right. Turns on its head, man.
And so what she's going through right now has to be like a huge identity crisis.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to exploring that more. I hope she is in more of these episodes coming up, and we get to see.
She will be.
No, I know, but what I'm
so
saying
good.
is, I hope that they spend more time digging into that, because we need to explore how how much of her identity is now gone. Because everything that she didn't believe is also true.
Right.
So it's not just that she's lost all this, she's also made fun of these things and disbelieved, and they're true. That's crazy.
Yeah, right. So yeah, she emerges from the waters
Devastated.
Yeah,
distraught.
Can't even wrap her mind around the fact
Can't form words
that this is real.
Right.
Like it's something that think about like anything that you were told as a kid that's like
a dragon.
Right. And you're like, man, that'd be cool if that was real, cool. But it's not. And then you see one.
Yeah.
And then it freaking comes through and you're like, holy crap.
You're like, is that a dragon?
Can we just say that I had to look up her name. Katie Sackhoff, the woman who plays Bo-Katan.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
Holy crap.
Yep. Yeah, but you know she's been
voice.
In sci-fi.
Oh, yeah.
For ever.
And she's the voice of Bo-Katan in Clone Wars.
Pretty sure it was Battlestar Galactica, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's Battlestar Galactica.
She also...
Pretty sure.
They designed the Bo-Katan character off of her face. Yeah. Like she looks just... I mean, they look exactly the same, which is freaking awesome. Oh, hey, you know...
Yeah, she was Captain Kara.
In a lot of the Batman animated shows, she played Poison Ivy.
That makes sense.
There we go. Well, but she's friggin' dude.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Especially in this episode, she gets a lot of talking time and a lot of like time with Grogu and a lot of time with Mando.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man! She pulls like I love Pedro Pascal. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I love his Mando voice. I love his presence. But I think she steals like every scene in this episode. She's freaking amazing.
She's a great. Well, like I said,
good.
Like
so
I said,
freaking powerful.
When you're talking about sci-fi, she is somebody whose name has come up a lot, and this is just another feather in her cap.
That's right,
man.
Dude.
And she's phenomenal.
And she's knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, and again, I agree with you. I love Pedro Pascal. He's got to do so much, without.
Face
without his face, so it's like his body motions, every little turn of the head, every little movement has to matter so much more.
Yeah,
but she really like you invest in her quick.
Oh yeah. She instantly you're like, man, I want to see more of her, more of her backstory. I want to see her freaking wield the Darksaber. She was so good with the Darksaber.
Yeah.
Did you find that city? What's the city?
It just says Jabba's Palace.
Wonderful. So,
but I think Mos Espa and Mos Eisley are close.
Yeah, it's gotta be one of the two or both.
It's in the Dune Valley. They call it.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. Yeah. Well, Tatooine.
They called it the Dune Valley.
Well, it's dune, sand dunes. I mean, Dune
sand
didn't
dune.
invest or invent the name Dune.
That's correct.
Dune is sand. You can't say they stole that from Dune.
They just stole everything from Dune.
They stole everything else from Dune, 100%.
The Dune Sea, the northern Dune Sea.
The Dune Sea is
what?
That's like what you call
Dune Sea. That's what they always
sand. Like we even call that on
Move
Earth.
Move on.
All right. Well,
move on. They steal everything from Dune.
Last bit here.
Yeah.
What do we think is going to happen next? What are some of the theories, the rumors? Harry, what have you heard, and what do you think?
Harry knows
with Mandalorian specifically.
In the Mandalorian season 3, like what are some of the things you've heard?
Go ahead, Harry.
What are some of the things you want to happen?
You know what's gonna happen.
No, actually, I really don't.
Mr. Detective
I'm kind of like, I'm kind of.
You know the one thing that's
staying
gonna
off
happen.
The what?
The one thing that's gonna happen.
I think.
That he's gonna ride.
He gonna ride that Mythos. He gonna ride it. Woo! He gonna ride that
he
thing.
He better ride that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool if he did.
He's gonna ride that.
Maybe not in this series.
I think what's gonna happen is that they're gonna start to like comprise a group of people to like reestablish and recultivate Mandalore.
Yes.
With Bo-Katan.
Yes.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think that
so
Mandalore. I think that Din Djarin's gonna like kind of encourage her to do that. I could see that happening. Maybe she challenges him again for the sword.
He tried to give it to her.
Yeah,
she wouldn't take it.
But that's the thing. She wants to. Yeah.
He doesn't want it.
She wants to.
But she wants to take it the real way.
I think that I don't know what they're gonna do with like Grogu, with his decisions he's got to make and everything. That I know he like chose the way of the Mandalorian, but like what the heck is that gonna be? So,
look like
he needs a helmet,
right? So I don't know if that means that then the armor is going to make him some armor, even though she kind of did.
He's wearing it. You can see it occasionally. His robes separate.
Right.
You can see the chainmail.
But this is going to be the issue. Is going to be like the armor versus Bo-Katan.
Correct.
Din
Yeah.
Djarin
Right.
being caught in the middle.
Caught in the
of
middle.
it.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, we're that's going to
It's
be.
not going to be a bad.
You,
it's not going to be a bad storyline, but if that's what
Right.
they really capitalize on, I don't think it's going to be as good as like the rest of the episodes that or seasons we've had before or previous with like even
the
Boba
whole
Fett.
thing. I don't think. I think that'll be a
No,
I
but-
think that's pretty exciting. Everything around Mandalore to finally get a live action piece, you know, like that's Mandalore is probably the best, one of the best, or at least top 2 storylines within Clone Wars. You know, like I believe that.
Yeah, with Sabine, or it's not Sabine, with Satine and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
I mean, it's good. It's just that I don't know. I'm just gonna have a hard time really locking in on this because I feel like we've already had some of the like quintessential like highest storylines or like stories.
We've already done so much with Mandalore. Like
what?
you think we've already done so much with Mandalore?
Not Mandalore itself, but like so like the biggest legend is the Darksaber, right? With like the Clan Vizsla and everything.
We
and
had that
as
already.
he's the first, you know, he's a Jedi of the first Jedi of Mandalore. You know, unless like Grogu starts wielding the Darksaber or something like that, which would be pretty wild. I think like if they don't really like start bringing out like who Grogu is and like where he came from, is he a clone, this, that, the other, and then they start getting into the cloning facilities, and if they don't start really moving into that direction while maybe doing the stuff with Mandalore, and that's the end of this season, this season is just comprised of, you know, them having the Civil War, if you want to call it that, of 2.0 of Mandalore.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. But then also in the last 2-3, remember there's only 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's short.
So we're already done 2.
Yeah.
We're a quarter of the way through. So if they don't really start pushing the narrative of what's going on with Grogu, like what is he doing with training? What is he doing with decisions he has to make? What is he doing with the information of his history, his background of the 50 years that we don't know about? If they don't start pushing that, then we're going to start falling into the worries of where is this going.
Well, we do see Din Djarin starting to train Grogu.
Yeah, he trains to be, you can tell he's been training to be a navigator.
Right.
Like he talks about it in the second episode.
But that's like
very
about
small
3.5
stuff.
seconds of it.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. And so you have 2 parallel paths.
At this point, Luke has trained Grogu more.
Way
than
more. Yeah.
True. But
Well,
you have
Mando didn't want to originally. He wanted to get rid of him. He just wanted to protect him and get rid of him.
He
Now
wanted to do his
now it's his dad.
Yeah, his dad.
So you have 2
Your
parallel,
son, your kid.
calls him dad like all the time.
She's
you
like,
have
your
2
kid showed me the
parallel
way.
storylines that need to move forward.
Sure.
You have the Mandalore
Right.
storyline, and then you have the Grogu storyline. And basically, those 2 storylines need to move forward within this entire season.
This season, yes,
and they
I
need
think
to
so.
move. They need to move together. Like we can't
think
have
so.
one without the other. We're not going to say that this would be a very good season if it's just Mandalore. We probably wouldn't feel that it's going to be a very good season if it was just about Grogu. So we need to see both of them move forward. Yeah, but if you're honest, what action is going to come of it? That would be a pretty boring.
He's gonna steal some alien eggs.
It'd be a pretty boring season.
I agree. I think the main focus is going to be what you were saying, Mandalore. The main focus will be that. But as the episodes move along, we're going to unveil Grogu's history more and more and more. He's starting to talk more. He's starting to say words more. He has a repeating word that he's said multiple times in these couple of episodes. And like, no, there's actually it's actually a word, and people have tried translating it, like trying to figure out what it means. It's usually said when he's hungry in the episodes, so people believe it means like I'm hungry. But regardless, I think that's going to be like 70% of it will be Mandalore, 30% of it will be pushing Grogu. 4th season will be like all about Grogu becoming a Mandalorian Jedi.
One thing I gotta say is like
Mandalorian Jedi.
Watching the Order fight the giant crocodile.
Yeah.
Kind of unimpressed with them.
Yeah,
they
kind
weren't
of
that good.
unimpressed. They were not. It wasn't just about not being good, not coordinated.
No,
right?
they weren't at all.
So when we watched Bo-Katan and
her group,
well coordinated,
Yeah.
well trained.
What's her name?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Well, she's not Sasha Banks anymore. She's
She goes by
Monel Monet
I
or
was gonna
something
say,
like that.
I saw that she had a
she's
name
left
change.
WWE.
Yeah.
So what I'm just saying is, like, I actually am not that like individual. It feels like they are well trained individually,
Right, but not as
but
an
not
army.
as a team, not as an army.
Well, that goes to what Mando kind of mentioned to Bo-Katan in this episode, where he says our people are scattered like the stars. Like there's no cohesive Mandalore people anymore. They don't work together. They don't fight together. They don't live together. They're all just kind of scattered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I thought the first episode was good. It was like we said, it definitely needed to be 2-episode release.
Yeah.
They should have done that.
And they probably should just have then 10 episodes.
Yeah,
that'd be
a
great.
10-episode season would be good.
I don't know why they don't just round it off to 10. Maybe they just don't have enough content. Maybe the storyline just needed to be concise or condensed or whatever.
I don't know what got people into these 6-episode seasons.
It's just rough because we wait how long? We wait a whole year.
Yeah.
We wait a whole year for this,
Yeah,
and
but
it's
you know
just
what?
like
we usually wait like a whole year, or we wait like probably like 4 or 5 months for each new movie.
sure.
So we're waiting
old
waiting a
TV
year
shows, older TV, and I don't mean
22
old,
episodes.
like 22,
Minimum.
25, 28, 30 episodes a season.
But you look at the budget level of these and the quality of these, it's a movie. I mean, it's like an 8-hour movie. So that makes it tougher. And they're pulling in bigger names.
I can see both ways.
But it's not an 8-hour movie. The first episode was 37 minutes.
That's true. But I'm talking
and
about
without the intro and
right.
outro, it was probably
I feel like we're getting
in general, it's a large scale, and they've got huge names. Like rather than usually TV shows don't have as big of names.
That's not true. Think
And
about
so-
let me just put
Magnum
it this way.
PI. Are you kidding me, Greg?
No, that's not
Tom
true.
Selleck,
Think about
Tommy
what
Boy.
do you understand that
I don't know.
Ashton Kutcher, when he
Yes.
took over
Yeah.
from Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men,
Yeah.
that man got $20 million.
But I'm talking about, like, on average, TV shows they're not cast by blockbuster people. Like Ashton Kutcher is definitely that's an example where it is a blockbuster
But no,
actor.
but like
I can
Friends,
see it goes both ways.
they were getting $20 million a season.
yeah, but not when they started. They became blockbuster actors as they went.
Yeah, but
how
then
many
it lasted
that
how
long?
many seasons?
But again, you're pulling the 2% out of how many TV shows are made. Today, it's more regular because there used to be a stigma that like movie actors wouldn't do TV shows because it was lower quality.
Sure.
Now it's not
True.
like that.
True.
Now it's not
That
like
is- that
now
was
it's
true.
much more regular to see somebody like a Pedro Pascal who is like
Yeah, but if
Game
we're
of
talking
Thrones,
about-
Last of Us, to go and do something like this.
if we're talking about movie
Sure.
like quality,
yeah.
the best example that I have to give you right off the bat, which is a great example, is 24. That was
24 is great.
24 episodes a season, an
Yeah.
hour an episode.
Yeah, they were great. But the thing is, what I think 24 did that was
24 hours.
Well, what I think they did, which was smart, was that they knew like how to work within the limit of their budget. Like
I just feel like we're getting
they didn't
gypped.
do anything.
It feels like we're getting a little bit
I don't know.
gypped.
The problem is that we're also not taking into account that a lot of the Mandalorian, a lot of like any of these shows that we're talking about is like CGI and back end development. So it's a lot of hours and
Yeah.
things
Fair.
like that. That's not just
Yeah.
storyboard and acting itself. It's storyboard, acting, and then processing and things like that.
And
You're
it
right,
looks-
Harry.
and it looks
So the
pretty
budget
good.
itself, yeah, I mean,
looks
the
freaking
visuals
good.
in this season are amazing.
Well, and
Yeah,
that's the
I
thing.
don't disagree.
We've
I don't
seen-
disagree. I
we've
get
seen,
you.
We've seen Marvel shows like lower that standard of CGI, where like it's just like it doesn't look that good. I mean, it looks
Right.
good, but it's like it's not movie quality.
Star Wars is
This is
crisp as
freaking
heck, dude.
amazing.
That's true.
This,
That's true.
especially episode 2, like
Yeah.
visually, it was one of the most beautiful things I've like ever seen in cinema.
But I can
gorgeous
see
looking.
both ways. As per usual, I can see both ways.
Oh.
I think that like an average for Marvel and Star Wars, so just Disney in
yeah.
general, they need to start making more episodes because
yeah, I
they're
agree.
not that they're like
I would
leaving a
love it.
bad. It's not bad taste. It's not that it's that, but and it's not like we don't get enough content. It's just that we want a little bit like
little
longer
bit more.
time to talk about these things.
Right.
Yeah.
We want a little bit more
breathe.
content.
Let it breathe.
We want a little bit more content.
What would you? I would be okay with 6 to 8 episodes if each episode was guaranteed to be like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, stop jipping me.
That's better.
Stop jipping me.
I'd say that'd be nicer.
That's better. But this episode was 44 minutes long.
Yeah, the second episode was a little bit longer.
Like, I mean, your credits are at least 4 to 5 minutes, and your intro's at least a minute and a half to 2.
I do like the credits.
If you
though. It's got
are
those cool concept art stuff.
Absolutely.
If
Super
it is
fun.
6 to 8 episodes,
Yeah.
minimum of an hour. Minimum of an hour.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Otherwise, you need to give me 12 episodes, 45 minutes an
each.
episode.
Sure. Yeah.
We had some, let's be real. I lost it. Remember back with some of the original Mando episodes, I timed it down.
Each of them got shorter.
Yeah,
and
it
shorter.
was
Each of them got
17
shorter.
minutes.
Yeah. We were
Yeah,
in low
the pre-
20s,
the
maybe high
previously-
teens when we cut out
the previously and the creds.
Yeah, I lost it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, this started out pretty good.
Better.
It started out
pretty
better.
better. I'm just saying it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I agree with Harry
The second
100%.
episode felt better. Let's just hope it keeps there.
We need yes.
So just keep it there. I would say even if the remainder of the episodes of the season are 40 to 44 minutes, if it's the quality that episode 2 was, I will be very happy. That was
40 to 45
awesome.
minutes of what, of the whole thing,
No.
or 40 to 45 minutes of the actual show.
Of just the whole show, like the whole like the length of episode 2. If it's the length of episode 2,
Okay.
and the quality of episode 2,
Right.
I won't be mad because
I'm
the freaking was so good.
I'm gonna call it now, like we kind of do in these series, is that we're not
call
gonna
it.
get that quality
No,
until
we're
the
gonna
last
get
2
robbed.
episodes.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna get robbed.
We're gonna get 4 more
There's gonna
episodes
be
of just
of filler.
Yeah.
not filler, but like just not as
as
like
good. I hope
Not as crisp, not as good. Look, they're not going to do as much.
They're not gonna do as much.
All right, well, let's wrap this up because this is getting long. And it's only 2 episodes, and we've got 6 more. So we will be coming back. We will be doing more episodes as the series progresses. So be sure to check back on the channel to see when we get to those. We are hoping, we didn't really talk about it, but with those space whales, we're hoping we're going to see Ahsoka.
Space whales.
Maybe some Sabine Wren.
Yeah.
Maybe even an Ezra.
Ezra.
Right? Because Ezra took, what's his name? Admiral
Thrawn.
with the space whale, with the Purgles, and they jumped to somewhere in the galaxy. So he could be out there.
I told you I knew space whales.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
Let us know what you think in the comments down there.
Rude.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you finished it or not.
You're rude.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. We'll see you guys next time on the Legion of Comic Correction.